Hotep, Hotep, Namaste, Ashe. Welcome back to another Occult healing session. Um, I would like to thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you are doing well. Today, we're going to talk about power, okay? Spiritual power, whatever you want to name it. And this is because most people in the spiritual community have a negative, disorientated perception of power, right? We all think, as soon as we hear the word power, we think of something negative. But before I touch on this, I want to, speak to you for a minute or two, just letting you know that that I understand. I want to connect with you, because best believe that even though I might have posted this 2 days ago and you're watching it 2 days later, we are still exchanging energy. We're still connected. And that's the beauty of the internet age. So I just want to say that, I'm proud of you for being open minded. I'm proud of you for, just searching for something higher and not just accepting the norm. Okay. Because I understand why you feel the way that you do. You feel like you can't relate to many people. You feel like you're different. You feel like you don't belong here. You feel like, why can't I be like everybody else? Maybe not on the conscious level, but on the deep level, let's be honest. A lot of us that are really different from everybody tend to feel like this because we're still human beings and we love to be able to be relatable and relate to others. Um, and I just want to say the reason why you feel this way is because you are meant to be a leader. It's because you are meant to uh, lead others into a new form of thought and a new direction. And that's exactly why you were blessed to feel the way that you feel. It's not a curse. It's not something bad. I know when you were younger, you might have felt that it was something bad. You might have been picked on, you might have been isolated, or you might have just had to fake it to make it, such as I did. In my younger times, I just act like I was everybody else, right? Just to fit in. So whatever happened to you, it happened to you for a reason. But now I hope you're at a different level. So I just want to connect with you and change your perspective on a lot of things because I want to tell you about what power really is, and this is influence. Now remember, you can use power for negativity or positivity. Just because you see people using it for negative things does not mean you should disregard this and you should cower behind closed doors and not want to deal with people anymore. We love to praise people like Martin Luther King, Gandhi. I mean, we can go down the line. Were these individuals cowards? I mean, you can even go into uh, the religions and you learn about the prophets. Did the prophets run away from the people? Did the prophets cry and moan and wish they were on an island by themselves? No, they understood their differences and they used them and they uplifted the people. Anybody you can think of in history that were alive or just mythology, it's all the same thing. So I just want you to understand this concept. Power is influence. It's how much how many people can you reach? Think about this. Think about this YouTube channel. I'm damn near at 10,000, which I'm appreciative. So like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. Remember, hit the bell button next to the subscribe button after you subscribe so you can get the notifications. But that's how much reach you have available, and then also in your physical reality. Okay, so here's the thing. That's what it's about. You know, how much change can you affect? All right, if you only can connect to two people, I mean, even so, even two people is something. But imagine if you can connect to 20,000 people, 30,000 people. Imagine how much change you can produce. We love to complain about the world and why things are wrong, but nobody's doing anything. Are you doing anything to create the change that you desire? Are you even changing yourself? That's what you have to realize. So, um, there's a couple things I want to, and first of all, I mean, the change is. And this is exactly why I push my services so much. So I apologize if it feels like I'm always selling something to you guys. I haven't gotten that from many people, but I'm just trying to be more aware so I can understand why it may seem that. But I'm really trying to give you something of value. I'm really trying to bring my knowledge to you so you can make a change in your reality. That's all. Like, so when we talk about astrology readings, tarot readings, and stuff like that, it's for you to change your reality. It helps me grow as well, of course, because it has to be even exchange, you know. And that's just the way that life is. So I just want to let you guys know, if you think that, if you still believe that this spiritual journey of yours is meant to be walked alone, you have a lot of growing to do. Okay, you have a ton of growing to do, and that's totally fine as long as you know that you need growth. So, in order to talk about power, we have to talk about control first, because as we know, we have an opposing force that does typically produce negativity with power. By understanding your psychology and presenting a system of control, so we have to understand the hemispheres of the brain. We got the frontal cortex, we got the mammal brain in the middle, then we got the good old reptilian brain in the background. All that noise, they trying to stop the message. It's not going to stop. Okay? So your frontal cortex is responsible for your conscious mind, your conscious thinking. Your mammal brain and your reptilian brain are responsible for your subconscious mind. Now, I used to be very naive early in my journey. Because I used to think that their aim was to seduce you and control you in the conscious mind, but that's not actually the truth. They are after the subconscious mind, because remember, your subconscious mind rules your reality. For example, somebody could say, I want to be very wealthy, but their physical circumstances has led them to be very poor. Okay. And this is because you can want to do anything, but what are your desires back here? Okay. What are your patterns back here? Okay. So and remember, your subconscious mind goes off of symbolism and emotions. So think about everything that is controlling you. It's symbolism. This is why the media, everything focuses so much as on symbolism and getting you to feel a certain way. When you understand this, when you understand symbolism, you understand feelings, then you know you can program yourself. You are a computer, right? If you're not programming yourself, somebody else is. Okay, that's the honest truth. So you got to understand these three parts of the brain. All right, because then you'll pay attention to the symbolism that you absorb and take in unconsciously. All right, analyze what you're putting in your mind. If you want to become successful, then absorb only successful material. Watch successful individuals. If you want to experience relationship happiness within relationships, then consume that. Okay? There's so many people who want to be happy in relationships, but watch Love and Hip Hop and the Real Housewives of blah, blah, blah. That's nothing but negativity in relationships. You're consuming that. It's making you feel a certain way. The symbolism, you guys get it. It's very simple. Okay? And this will put you in control so you can start taking back your power. So you can push your agenda. Everybody has an agenda here. I already told you mine. Mine is to make a change, because guess what? Your change, your positive change is my positive change. We're all reflections here in our community, in our group, in our secret society, okay? Because occult healing is going to another level. Occult healing is now going to be geared to you navigating the matrix and you gaining power. From now on, from this video and now on, it's still going to be a healing aspect, of course, because understanding the matrix and understanding your own individual efforts and power and your dreams and reality, that's a healing process. Okay. but I want to give you guys some concepts here. All right. So you got to understand these three parts of the brain and start reprogramming yourself. The next thing is you have to realize the different parts of who you are. We try to be one thing too much. If you believe that you need to just be one thing, you have been lied to and you've been delusional. No human being is just one thing. Okay. You have many, many sides to you. You have many personalities. Okay. Hundreds. But then you have big key personalities that really dictate the most of what you do in life. For example, myself, I have three key characters that dictate much of my reality, which are the business side of me. Okay. I'm a businessman. I like structure. Okay. And I create something, create structure around it, then produce things. Okay, that's the character because I have a very strict business mind, business orientated individual. Okay. Then also I have my spiritual side, which is more connected to nature, which is more connected to philosophy and metaphysics and just understanding life and meditating, the yogi side of me. Okay. The side of me that craves something other than what we can just see. Okay, that's the spiritual side. That's the side that you guys see the most here on my channel, right? I'm expressing these ideas and my journey within this realm of what we call metaphysics or spirituality or occultism. Is all the same thing. Then I have also the, I call it the seductive artist side, okay? Which is really somebody that's a lover, a true lover, but loves the art of giving love and receiving love. So most of us know that the woman can be considered art, right? So when you're an artist, patience and focus is very key here. And then remember, I told you guys that the woman is represents the dance, the motion. So I love that dance, okay? That dance and that focus and that patience of being in a woman's presence and and providing for that dance. Okay, so I call myself a seductive artist. All right, and that's just again in simple terms, that's just somebody that is in love with love. That's a part of who I am, though. That's a big part of who I am. So I understand. You see this? I understand these three key players, and remember, you can't neglect either one of these things because the moment you neglect something that's a key player in your chess game, remember I say life is a game of chess, is the moment that you start to feel unhappiness and you lose power. When you put your key players up front, you gain power and you start to influence. And you can influence in any way that you desire. Like I said, it could be negative or positive. We're not here to judge each other, are we? This world is for you to do as you will. Of course, we suggest you do positive with your power, but you got to understand what I'm saying here. Okay. And this is why you have to know thyself. It takes a lot of time. It took me about 8 years to understand these three key players that I have because I kept jumping ship from one to the other, saying, no, this is only me. You know, I'm just focusing on my relationships. I'm just focusing on love and appreciating the opposite sex. Then I switch over to the business side and I'm like, no, I'm cutting everything off. I'm only focusing on my businesses. I'm only focusing on bringing income and stability. Then I eventually go to the other side where I'm done with everything. I'm only living one with nature. I'm only focusing on sun gazing and fasting and finding deeper appreciations for nature. And I just kept going in that circle, that circle, and I keep getting distracted and I keep getting upset with myself. Now I have all three painted. You can be more, don't let people put you in just a small box. You're a being. Okay? So you're a being. That's what I want you to understand. between me and you. Okay, because like I said, I'm focusing now. My message is to you. My message is to you to navigate this this matrix so you can acquire what you need to acquire to get the heck out of here when it's time. All right, you know, and another thing is I need more of us to wake up so we can gain more control, so we can travel the world together. I want to meet up with you guys. I want to travel the world together. I want to set up things. We can't do that if everybody is sleeping. The ones that are awake are just in restricted positions. So understand these three concepts of the brain, the three hemispheres of the brain. Program yourself. Understand the different parts of yourself. What are the biggest key characters within yourself? You're not just one person. You might be the musician. Then you might be the motivational speaker. I mean, there's just whoever you are. Put these key players. Give attention to all your children. All right, like if you have multiple children, you don't just focus on one, right? That would seem silly. Well, it's just as silly to only focus on one portion of who you are as well. You are unlimited. You are a very beautiful person. Okay? And that's what I want to give to you guys. Like I said, and I apologize that I'm always seeming like I'm selling something to you. Like again, this is me coming at you guys with truth and how I feel. But as anybody that had a session with me, that we create some wonderful bonds with each other. And again, I want you to do the same. If you have services, I want you to perfect them, get better at them, and push them, put them out there, because you're supposed to put it out there. If you have something creative, like you make crystal jewelry or something, that's what you need to put out there. Don't be scared because you have this notion in spirituality, we have this notion that we're supposed to just give and not receive. Of course, they want you to feel like that. That stems from the religious aspect of things. See, a lot of us, because we grew up in Christianity, we grew up in Islam, we grew up in Judaism, we're still under this old world notion that you were supposed to just give and not receive. That's not reality. They wanted you to feel that way so they can just take everything. Okay, everybody just gives to the king and queen. As you see, that's changing. This is the age of Aquarius now. It doesn't matter about your bloodline. You could be from the slums of the poorest country in the world, and you can get on YouTube and become a star within months. The dynamic is changing. The sky is truly the limit right now. Do not miss on this opportunity to get in your prime, to become royal yourself. Okay? So again, before I leave you, I got to throw the plug in there. Please subscribe. Please share the video. Please hit the bell button. I'm going to be getting on live soon too, guys. Also, the readings. If you guys want to read in with me, occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email's in the description of this video. People ask me where the website at. I'm not doing a website no more. I had websites in the past. I'm not doing it no more. This is a secret society now. Okay, this is not for everybody. I'm not connecting with everybody. Okay, so if you feel desire to get a reading from me or a consultation from me, or one of the other services, how to make money from home, the hypnosis session, the money spell, whatever it may be, just if you want to know the prices and stuff, email me at occulthealing22@gmail.com. Just say, what do you offer and what are your prices? I'll give you a whole list, okay, and we can go from there. But I want to connect with you. I want you to evolve. I want you to be successful. That's what this is about. So we can work with each other. So we can have meetups together and we can change the world and we can have fun and, make great memories. Okay. So I love you. Peace, love, joy, happiness, success to you and your family and your friends. And Until next time, we're navigating the matrix from now on. We're taking power back from now on. Okay? So don't be scared. Peace, love. Vibrations high. I'm out.